All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Boston Beer Company, aka Samuel Adams, and they're headquartered in Boston, Massachusetts, and this is their Alpine Lager. So this is a German-style Kellerbier that comes in at 5.5% alcohol by volume, 18 IBUs at the time of review. This bottle is just over 6 weeks old. So when it comes to Sam Adams, as far as their core lineup is concerned and their seasonals, there's only been a couple beers that have eluded me, and I say that as in I can't find them. I just haven't tried them. It's this beer and their Cold Snap, so I thought I'd pick this one up. And I think Cold Snap is like a spring seasonal, so I'll try to grab a bottle of that in the spring or probably middle of winter when the seasonals. Sam Adams, a lot of breweries, it's like 2 or 3 months before the actual season hits. Anyway, so this used to be called Alpine Spring, and it was, I think, a spring seasonal, or usually would come out in January, and I just never grabbed it. Same thing with the Cold Snap, so I thought I'd grab a bottle of it and give it a review. Now, on the back here, they have a very generic description of this beer. It says, hazy and golden, this unfiltered lager is a breath of fresh air. The crisp maltiness and lively citrus notes transport you to a brisk, sunny days out in the mountains. Sure, I guess. I mean, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, so it's a Kellerbier. Kellerbiers are unfiltered and unpasteurized lagers, German lagers. And I've enjoyed all the Kellerbiers I've ever had for the most part. A very easygoing style. So let's get it into the Samuel Adams Perfect Pint glass and see what's going on here. So this, is not going to be crystal clear. It's going to have a nice unfiltered kind of look to it. And a lot of times when people hear unfiltered, they just think like it's going to look like a New England style IPA and like milky and all this stuff. No, it's just they don't filter it out, so it's not as crystal clear as it typically is. So yeah, there is some clarity, but it's not crystal clear. Has a nice foggy kind of nature to it. Has this really deep orange yellow color. Just over a finger, maybe a finger and a half of this really bright, tightly compact, bubbled head. It looks beautiful. I say this all the time in a lot of Sam Adams reviews, but that looks like a great beer. Just in the perfect pint glass, just looks fantastic. A lot of carbonation, kind of what you want. Let's get a nose. Ooh, that's nice. So it's a big bready malt sensation. It's bready, a little bit crackery, more like white bread than anything. And then they say lively citrus. There is for sure lemon. There's a little bit of orange. Getting a little of like a red apple skin. There's a very slight, like spicy floral hop note. Very minute, but it's there. Yeah, it has a nice sweet malty sensation to it. Bready. And then you get a little bit of that citrus that's a little bit, it's not quite candy, but it's a little bit sweeter. And then that floral spicy note kind of breaks it up. And it just smells like a really nice lager. And that's what I'm expecting. So let's get into it. Prost. So, first sip you take, it has to be, I'd imagine, Sam Adams house yeast. A lot of people say Sam Adams has a specific taste to it. If you drink enough beers from breweries, you usually get that specific taste. It could be, a lot of times it's the actual yeast, the house yeast that they're using, right? And I think that's the case with Sam Adams, but it might even just be the malt bill. But it just has like a Sam Adams taste to it, but it also has a really big malty component to this one. Body's lower side of medium, almost approaching medium, nice for 5.5%. On the palate, it's crisp, it's clean, it's effervescent. It's very refreshing. It's a crispy boy. But it's not as like crispy as say for me, like a Pilsner or maybe even like a Helles. The taste, the nose carried over. Front of the palate, bready, malt sensation, sweet bread, a little bit of a crackery kind of note. Passes through a little bit of that sweet citrus, orange, lemon. It's not really juicy. It's a little bit of a sweeter kind of component for those two fruits, but then it kind of, incorporates the pith and like the rind of them as well. Underlying red apple skin. And then on the finish, it's floral with a touch of spiciness. This finishes semi to full on dry with a mild bitterness. This does lean a little bit sweeter. Well, it's not cloying or anything. You could definitely, take down a 6-pack of this in like 3 or 4 hours. Feel good. And I don't think it would weigh you down. And I don't think it'd be too sweet as you continue to drink on these. I feel like Kellerbiers have a little bit more sweetness to them, at least of the ones I've had compared to, other German lagers. But yeah, I really like this. It's nice. It's super easy to drink. Now, here's the question. Do I want to drink this, as far as seasonal goes, in the middle of winter, even early winter? I mean, this was bottled in late November. I'm drinking this one like early to mid-January. Do I want to be drinking this right now? Like I always say on my channel, if you ever watch any other reviews, that I'm somebody who is not a seasonal drinker. And what I mean by that is I won't specifically just drink certain styles in certain seasons, but I do lean in the wintertime towards big, hearty, darker beers that are, 8, 10, 12%. So this is not something we're going to grab and be like, yo, I'm totally going to, drink the crap out of this. But got the Super Bowl coming up within the next month and whatnot. Would a 6-pack of this do during the Super Bowl? Yeah, it would. 5.5% goes down like it's like 4.5%. It's really easy to drink. It's a really damn solid seasonal. I don't know if this actually, it says a seasonal on here. I think this is, though, like their late winter, early spring seasonal, basically. But it comes out based in like December. So even before, I don't know. I don't know exactly when this is released specifically. A lot of the information from Sam Adams you can't find on the website anymore, which is kind of a bummer. But anyway, we're just going the rating. So Alpine Lager from Sam Adams. I have no issues. I'm going to give this a pretty high 3.75. I'll go 3.85 out of 5. I think this is damn good, honestly. This is like one of the better lagers I've had from Sam Adams. And at that first sip, like drinking enough Sam Adams over the last little while, reviewing some of their winter beers from their Beers for Cheers mix pack, that specific Sam Adams taste I'm actually getting in here, which is rare. Price point and availability. I think you see they have something called like the Game Day variety pack that has this and a couple others in it. I'd imagine they sell this as 6-packs. I'd assume 10 to 11 bucks a 6-pack like most Sam Adams beers. So pretty good price point. Sam Adams, wherever you see Sam Adams, you should be able to see this beer and get this beer if you want to try it. If you've had this one before, post in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about it. It's been a long time coming. I remember seeing this as Alpine Spring and just always passing it by. Then I saw they changed it to Alpine Lager, essentially the same beer, and I still didn't buy it, so I finally did, and I'm happy I did. 3.85 out of 5. So appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Prost.